Welcome to Riot, welcome to Radical Interpretation of Truth. Happy New Year. It's great to enter 2016 with a vision and with a purpose. Today I have a friend in the house. I know him as Rooney. He's an excellent footballer.
I love that. Thank you very much.
Now, all you guys that we play soccer with, you better don't send funny messages in. For the sake of our viewers who don't know what you are into, can you introduce yourself and maybe just give us an insight into what you're about?
Fantastic. Happy New Year to everybody who's watching. Well, thank you very much for inviting me.
Pleasure
it's a
to have
privilege
you.
to be here. And if you're watching, my name is Ronnie Jacobs. I'm the founder of the charity called Cancel Cancer Africa in the UK. What we do, we've been running now for 6 years, and we go to Africa. We go to four specific countries in Africa to raise awareness on cancer, breast cancer, cervical cancer, and prostate cancer to start with. Well, I'm sure as we keep talking, I will tell you more about what we do, but for now, that's just the summary of what we do.
Well, great to have you on the show. This is quite a pertinent issue because recently my wife was diagnosed with cancer, and it's been an interesting journey, challenging journey, but one of these days I'm going to bring on the show and we're just going to talk about that whole journey.
Yeah.
What led you, and please feel free to engage with me, what led you into this journey? Because seeing this, I know there's a story behind this.
Yeah. Well, see, a few years ago, my dad was ill, and he didn't tell us what was wrong with him. He just kept saying, he actually lived in Nigeria, so he kept asking us to send him vitamin tablets. So we're sending him vitamin tablets, just, when you're in your 70s, that's a normal thing. But all of a sudden, they just called to say he was sick, so I rushed back over to see what the problem was, and he never disclosed to me. I was with him at the hospital for 13 weeks, and eventually he died. It was after he died, my doctor friend now disclosed to me that, listen, your dad had prostate cancer, and he's had it for over 7 years. And he's been taking some kind of treatment, but the files, the treatment he took, the medication, the advice, the counseling, nothing. So I just thought, there seemed to be this perception that if you've got cancer in Africa, you have to go and hide.
I was going to ask why, what do you think the motivation for not engaging with his family on this issue is?
I think it's just a shame thing. I think it's it's a cultural thing that people just feel that if you have cancer, either it's witchcraft, or either it's something that you've done, or either it's adultery, or either it's a sin. It's just a shameful thing. And yes, it's around the world in some way, but the degree of which it is in Africa is just, it's astonishing. Because you can't come out and say, I've got cancer. As soon as you say that word, it's like everyone just isolates you.
Wow, I didn't know there was such an issue. One of the things we like to do on this show is to engage with our viewers. And if you have any testimonies, stories, or things you'd like to share with us concerning this issue, I think it's something we need to talk about.
Absolutely.
In fact, talking about it, I think, is one of the solutions. I know I'm moving ahead of our talk, but really, how can we engage with this issue? How can we get people talking about it now that we know that it's a difficult topic, but it affects so many people. Recently, I just got a call, and a pastor friend of mine just died,
Wow.
just around Christmas. And
is that in England?
In England, here, and I was listening to some statistics, and the issue of cancer is it's a big issue.
See, the issue is, as I keep saying to everyone keeps saying, oh, this task, this journey that you're on running is a huge